Hello, hello, hello. I'm a PaintedDog and welcome back to episode 2 of our Timberborn series. I know, it's been almost a month since the last episode dropped, but there was a reason for it. First off, let me just say that I had family visit for almost 2 weeks. And I knew it was going to happen, so I pre-recorded back-to-back 5 or 6 episodes. And I rendered everything, I loaded everything up, and when I listened to everything, there was a sound. It sounds like someone scratching against the mic. Hopefully that was sorted out now. But I separate my audio for the last couple of months so I can up the volume of my mic if needed, or put it a little bit down and stuff like that, because I had issues with previous Timberborn. That sounds were too loud, and so yeah, I separate the sounds, and I'm working on getting better. And I couldn't change anything of that. Then I tried to voice over, take out my mic and voice over, but it lacked personality at the end of the day. That spontaneity in the video. So what I had to do was, and I previously did this, but as you get better, you think you don't need it anymore. And previously I made backups of I had a couple of run-ins where stuff corrupted, saves corrupted. And I had backups every now and then. But then at some stage I made a backup of every game I played after every episode. So I had, for instance, Timberborn Season 1, Episode 5. At the end of that episode I would make a backup and I'd save it. I didn't do it for this. So I went ahead and did a couple of episodes, and previously there was one episode randomly, I think it was episode 4 of what I recorded for this season 2, the sound was great. And yeah, I couldn't use it because the previous episodes were a mess. But yeah, I spent now 2 minutes complaining about it. So what I had to do was, I started from scratch, I went through my old videos, and I'm basically up to where we were. I didn't change anything, I made sure I kept the same layout. If something changed, just let me know. I see a mistake that I made here. Let me just take that one out. So I'm trying to get this built up again, and I'm planting oak trees. So yeah, I actually got past the initial stage. I was well into the intermediate to mid to late game, but yeah, those are things that tend to happen when you record back to back and you don't listen to everything and you don't make your backups as you are supposed to. But yeah, so that's out of the way now. Now we can continue with this wonderful game. Let's make sure everything is planted there. So just as a recap, we got our gatherer flag here for the berries. I went ahead and I took out these ones. I might as well just delete this lumberjack flag because I want to expand into this area. And yeah, I'm producing cassava. I have 2 fermenters. Our food's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. And as you can see, I took down a lot of these trees just to make sure that I can get everything built up again. In the the first time I played this, for the first episode, I had about 16 odd days in that first cycle, and then the drought hit. I only had, I think, 11 days first run around, so I had to go a bit harder, but that's okay. Our science is building up, so we need that for our landscaping, for floodgates, because I want to put floodgates in here and then demolish this. But I'll need platforms later just to get over this, but for now that's fine. So I'm not going to demolish that yet. What I can do in the meantime is just create dams over there, and let's speed this up so everything can get done. So I went ahead and I unpaused as I went along, which is good, but yeah, still a bit of work left. So since we can replant. I'm going to take out all those trees. You can only go to there. But you know what? Take out these trees when they are done. Because later on, I'm going to do a bit of work over here, this side. Because as I stated in my first episode, I want to put levees in here and a couple of floodgates there and a couple of floodgates. These will get converted to sluices. Well, might get converted to sluices because I want to do something with the bad water. As I did in my first season, you redirect it off the map right there. So yeah, that's longer term. So I want to get up here and do a bit of taking down trees here and a bit of landscaping if I need to. But first I need to get to a point where I'll be able to survive the first bad tide. Almost up to 146. So we need 150 signs for the floodgates. Then we will be great. And then after that, the next thing will be stairs. Just so I can get down here. Up there. I'm going to do a bit of work down here. I'm going to put all the houses. Or barracks for now down there. Okay, we are at 150. So unlock the floodgates. Let's get this in. And I'm going to put a high priority on this. The first time when I played this game, I didn't record it. So for the future, when I talk about the first time, that will be when I played this game just for fun. Not when I made the boo-boo of not having backups. But yeah. So the first time I played this for fun, I only had this as a runoff for bad tide, bad water. And as you know, all of these water sources and only 2 tiles, it doesn't work really well. So I had major flooding over here and over here. So then for my boo-boo, for my first playthrough of this map on camera, I did all this and it worked beautifully to redirect the water. So yeah, it's a bit of a spoilers now, but I might know what I'm doing now. So hopefully that will work. I just need to get a couple of houses later on, but that's fine. We still have a couple of beavers being bred there. Our food is somewhat stable. Water is somewhat stable, so I'm not panicking too much about this. If they can get that done, great. If I can get that done as well, then I can demolish these, because I don't want all the water to just flow out here if a drought comes, or if we have a bad tide, then that will also be a problem. But this is just temporary, so I can get. Why am I building that as a temporary stopgap? If you wanted to scream at me, you are really welcome to do that. I wanted to put the floodgates in there, but there's nothing stopping me from doing it over here. So yeah, so that's fine. Power is keeping up with all this. The amount of cassavas is not. So I might want to do something with that. But that's why I want to move this over to this side. And for that I need the fluid dump, but 250 science, and we just saw there, we just ticked over with our science for this, so we can get down there, and most importantly on this side, so we can get up here and do a bit more planting up here. Okay, so now hopefully they will get that done and dusted. It's a lot of work, but that's fine. These oak trees will take a while, but hopefully we can get everything built up so we can get up there. So now that's done. Don't have really a way to get over here to build that one, but that's okay. Let's do something like that just for now, so we can get down to build these ones as well. And then we can demolish these ones as we go. So they will get down. This I'm putting in as a temporary thing if we need power, and if we have a logs, I'll build this up so we can get power in this complex. Yeah, this is the start of a small industrial thing, but this is just basically to get us started. Later on I want to do something over here. Because we have other iron teeth, we have this, it will maintain bad water flow during droughts. If we want to, we can do something with this, and as I said, I want to block that off so the bad water is only on this side. So we can have fresh water on this side. But yeah, that's somewhat in the distance. And I need to redirect this with a bit of dynamite, and yeah, it'll be a bit of work for us, but that's fine. We like projects. Can you up this, please? Okay, now that they have that done, as soon as we get a stable supply of wood, then I wouldn't mind doing something with that. I'm gonna put a small bit of fire. Oh yeah, I can't do that. I actually need one more. One more forester in here just to try and keep up, because at this stage it's not keeping up. Okay, now that we are done, or we are up here, let's try and do something smart. Take that down, and then I want to take all that down as well. And I'm gonna need a lumberjack flag over here. And we might as well put in our own storage here. I'm gonna up the priority on that. And on that we have one extra beaver there. And as soon as we can, I'm going to place in a gatherer on this side as well. Will it get to everything if I put it over here? Yeah, it will. And this will be for berries, so you can get to those berries. This won't be a permanent thing. And this will be for logs. That's why berries are an issue, because I don't have storage for berries. It would be great if I could put it there. Okay, so we have a drought. Not the best, but it could have been worse. And let's just up that. Okay, I need to get, because these trees, if we have a longer drought, these trees will die. So I really need to get to work on producing a bit more, or put in a bit more dams over here. And definitely I need to get something in this area for bad tide. So I would actually like the double floodgates here and the levees. Levies will be unlocked now in a moment's time. There we go. So this is just spitballing. I think I'm gonna go up to about there. Okay, maybe 2 floodgates will be able to cope there. Yeah, we can always do something with that. Just wait on that, please. And as I said, these berries will also die later on, but yeah, that's fine. And we can build up these dams. The road going through there, this should actually, that should have been, this road should be one over actually. We put a floodgate in there, or we can just put a couple of platforms behind it. Yeah, this is a priority. Oh, there's a lot of things that are needed now. I need to get this done as well. Okay, so now that's in. And we need to find a spot where we can basically get to all of these trees for one lumberjack. That would be great. You will be for planks or logs, not planks. Okay, so our foresters like getting some of the pines planted, which will be a bit faster into production. As you know, pines will take 12 days to produce 2, and this will take 30 days to produce 8. Overall, oaks are the way to go, but yeah, that's fine. So we are somewhat... Yeah, you don't have anything, but that's fine. Bit of logs coming in through there. So will this be the time to do a bit of work with our housing? Maybe. So I'm just quickly going to pause this, because I want to get a couple of things in. Yeah. And take that out. Now this is a part where I can't remember what I previously did, so I'm coming up with it on the fly. Do something with that. Then we have a road going through here. And there may be something in there for beautification, but I want to get up to the top of this as well. And then for storage, keep on hitting the wrong keys. This will be for water. This will be for, let's say, fermented cassava. Just for now. So I'm going to pause the majority of this because it takes 40 logs. But I need to start getting. We'll already need 3 barracks for the amount of beavers that we currently have. If I do, that's the thing, if I do that, then I take away beavers from, or I take away resources that I can use for dam building. But that's okay. The beavers will live a little bit longer if our well-being is a bit higher. As soon as we have some of the children grow up, then we'll fill that vacancy, and then we'll have a worker in this lumberjack, with that lumberjack flag as well. So for well-being, things that we can put in right away is stuff like this, these teeth grinders, grindstones, get that up. And then I'll put in campfires around here. that. That. Then rooftop terraces later on. Okay, cycle 3, day 1. Good, good, good. Let's up that again. Bit of localized flooding, but that's fine. So now, okay, yeah, localized flooding. That's how that happened. So yeah, hopefully we can get everything built up and everything planted. The forester is getting to it. Now this guy is doing quite well with his job. Let's up a priority on that. We're at 112, but we need 250 for the double floodgates. I think I want to get this in before I... That or platforms. We'll see. I might want to go platforms because then I can get to these oak trees. Because I need to get in anyway. Because I want to get here. Yeah, but that's something that we can calculate. I want to get this planted and hopefully this can get into production sooner rather than later. I'm going to move this guy up and put him right there. And I keep on hitting the wrong key. I want to put him here. I think there. Because then I can do a bit of work on this side as well. So with this, I'm planting quite a lot of oaks. But that's fine. That's the only tree that will be an issue. But then again, we have this lumberjack flag right there. You know what? I'm gonna leave it there. It might spread over to this side, so it's fine. And get everything marked up. So yeah, hopefully our forester will get through this sooner rather than later. All the trees are marked for cutting, which is great. So we have quite a lot of planks or logs. Why do I keep saying planks? Logs coming in. You know what? I'm gonna get the platform. And then we can go up there. Something like this. If I can see. There we go. Double platform would be better, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. And then we can have a road going through here. And going past this. And then maybe over here. I stopped misclicking. You know, something like that. And you can always put in a storage over here. Like that. And then one for planks, one for logs. Then we want levees all the way there. And maybe 4. Luckily I didn't have, but I wanted double floodgates, so that's fine. And now we are doing a bit of layout for this area, but that's fine. I need to get this area sorted out first, so you know what, I'm going to take that out. Take all that out, so hopefully we can cut these trees down first, and I might just go ahead and do that because I want to get to that side as soon as possible, be able to go up there to get our flood protection in, or our bad tide protection in. I'm going to up the priority on this everything. And these two, just get them built, please. You know what, get that built as well. Hungry beavers, but we have food in stock. Not always the best food, a lot of berries, but that's fine. I want to place a fluid dump in here so we can get this area greened up, because I want to move the berries over to the side so we can get a bit more cassava planted. And then I want to rush to get to corn rations, but we'll need metal and gears for this. Now gears, we can just put a gear factory, we have planks, that will get sorted. But for metal, this is, I believe, is our closest ruins. Ruins there, ruins there. Ruins there, there's underground ruins there. But yeah, this is our closest ruins for scrap metal. So we need to get up here and maybe go around here somewhere. But I feel like if I can cope with the amount of beavers that I have, that's the thing. If I can get... There's a thing with the folk tales, with the amount of baits. You can keep your finger on the pulse a bit easier to manage your population. But with this, these will just keep on producing beavers, and your food and water will start dipping and you don't know why. Come on dudes, get that done. Now Forester is just chugging along. Always running low on cassava, so if I can move this, that would really help. But we have almost have enough of a double floodgates, which will really help us, but that's fine. I might want to prioritize that. Let's go for priority like that and like that. But then really high priority for that, and maybe that one, so we can get this sorted out. And we'll need that. Oh, let's just do the planks as well. Now that is done. I didn't want to do that bit because I wanted stairs. No wonder it doesn't work, because I wanted that too. And the rest they can sort out when they sort it out. How far are these trees? Halfway. 15 days. These are already done. And we have a couple of beavers that are in need of work. They're acting as haulers. I only have one free bed, which isn't great, but that's fine. Okay, so now that bit is done. I'm gonna put in... I actually need the doubles for that. I'm gonna leave that for now. So, do I go fluid dump or double floodgates first? Yeah, go on. Get the double floodgates first. I think I'm gonna need at least 3 there. And then we can maybe sneak past here. Take out these trees. Now I just planted them, but that's fine. Should have gone. Maybe I should have gone for that first, but meh. You know what? This isn't really a priority. This is more of a priority to be able to divert the bad water. And I'm gonna place in a forester in here. And this is really a high priority because I want to plant in a couple of other trees in here. So definitely pine because we want the pine resin. I'm gonna take the cutting of trees off on this side, and we want to tap a shack, but that's later on, but that's a 2x2, so that's fine. And then we want to plant a couple of... I was thinking about the folktales that have the chestnuts. But these guys don't have chestnuts, so that's fine. Just plant oak here. That's fine. I don't have any issues with that. We will have a ton of logs. That's fine. See, our food is really bad at this stage. I'm gonna open up another water tank or another water pump, and then you know what, let's go ahead and unpause these and make them a high priority as well. After this forester, I need to get that done as soon as possible. I might want to add that in as well. I'm going to pause that. Okay. Now this area is basically clear cut. But that's fine. We can still do something around there. Our pines are coming in, which is great. This isn't marked for cutting, so that's a problem, but now it is. So yes, we have a start of our industrial area in here. And we started with flood protection and not flood protection but bad tide protection over here. We want to get up here as soon as possible so we can get the diversion in. So I think we'd say this is at this stage a higher priority than that. So I might just put that to reflect that at the end of the day. And another drought approaching. So we might as well just go through the drought and start the new episode afresh, eh? I'm gonna bite the bullet and take out those ones. We can get the road through there. And as soon as we have science, I'm going to unlock the fluid dump. Right there. And I will need to get the gear production up and running. Also sooner rather than later. Maybe something like that. Then I'll need to activate or pull this power wheel. So I need to get power through here somehow. But later on I'm going to use this maybe for corn production and get a factory, food factory in here. 10 metal, 15 gears, 40 planks. And then logs and corn for the corn ration. That will help quite a lot. Maybe I should have put this on this side. So we can get a bit of this converted to farmland as well. Because we don't really need this amount of logs. But hey, that's done now, so we might change that up later, but for now, that's how we are going to roll. And the drought is approaching. How are they doing with this? They are really chugging along. Mostly getting all of the stuff over that side. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and build up a hauling post. Yeah, let's put it there. We got really high priority and one of the lowest priorities for us. I'm gonna put that down temporarily. I can get that done. We have logs, we have planks. Yeah, that's not the main issue. And our food is just keeping, but that's a berries. We don't really want our food source to be berries. We want it to be cassavas, and until you get corn rations or any of the rations, you're basically hard pressed for food. You can always do hydroponic gardens as well, and you get the mushrooms of a fungi, and you can use that for with canola oil. Get other rations, but that's something that I'm not really interested in at this stage. I'd rather go a corn ration route. But yes, you'll need power for this, 120 horsepower. Then I'll need to get this built as well. We bite the bullet and just get this done as well. Say yes, so we can get a bit of power in here. So when we get cassavas, we can still utilize it. We have a small reservoir in here now. I'm going to pause 2 of these buildings just so they can keep the water topped up, but I don't want to utilize all the water for, or pump out all the water. But yes, this is a nice place to end our episode. Let's quickly pause this. As a reminder, we placed in a bit more logging areas. We got all the oak trees in there. We got the berries there. We're starting to make our way up here so we can get the bad water diversion system for now complete. If we can get that wall up first, that would be great. If we can get that wall up, we can always open it and then water will flow through. And later if we need to, we can just close that again. yeah, then we can get past that and sort that out. But for now, I think that will be good. If we can at least get that wall up next. And we did a bit of work here. We got a forester unlock. We got our first area where we might get a bit of pine resin sooner rather than later. And we started with our small housing complex there. But yes, I think this will be a good place to call it. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. And hopefully the audio held up. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. But hopefully I'll see you next one. Cheerio.